everybody, how are you? It's a lovely morning this morning with the fog over the river and everything. I was hoping that the fog would be more so in the woodland areas, but you can't always get what you ask for, and you got to work with what you got, right? So I was walking along the trail thinking to myself that I wish the fog was more so in the woodland, but you know, getting down on myself thinking that it was a waste of time getting out, but I decided to come out anyway. And you know, it's a nice morning, it's cool, it's not hot, the clouds are overcast, so it's good for woodland photography. The conditions are good for woodland photography, which is fine. So coming along this trail through the park system here, I couldn't find any really good compositions with, you know, any autumnal colors, but I diverted my eyes to the more intimate scenes, and I came across this scene with these two trees right here, and they've got a little baby vine growing up the trunks of the trees. And I really loved the contrast of the greens and the greens of the leaves and the dark colors of the tree trunk. So I pulled out my camera and decided to try a little bokeh action with the GFX 50R. I'm normally I want things in focus from front to back, but in this case I think the blurry background and the blurry foreground of the left tree works really well, and the main focus is the second tree that's behind that. And I have it set to f8 ISO 100. I do have a 4-second exposure. I think it would really work well with fog. The mist/fog had rolled through here, and I did take some images while that happened because I knew that wouldn't last very long. And as you can tell, there's no fog whatsoever or mist whatsoever anymore. So we'll see how those turn out. But I just wanted to stop and explain this composition to you. So if you can see, let's see if I can pull you in closer here. Okay. So if you can see here, I've got, there we go. I've got the second trunk, the second tree that's behind the first, and I've got the vine leaves, blurred out, and the background beyond the second tree is also blurred out. So literally the main focus is that second tree with the vines running up, and I chose that tree over the first tree because there's a section right here in the middle of that of the tree where there's a good portion of dark bark. So you've got greenage right here surrounding that little area and little patches of dark bark up here also. And the background, it being blurry and a little lighter, also lets your eye just focus really on the main subject of the image. Let me get back to here real quick. Okay. So, yeah, that's my composition. I actually quite like this little scene. I'm glad I stumbled upon it. I walked through a ton of spider webs and have already been bitten by a few mosquitoes, but I don't know, I think it's well worth it. I like the vertical. I did take a horizontal just in case, but I do like the vertical. And I'm planning to crop this to 4x5, which thankfully for medium format I only lose about not even a quarter of the image. It's very minimal, the loss of the image. So, and that works out for me because I love a 4x5 crop, especially in vertical orientation. So yeah, that's what I found. So we're gonna go ahead now and trek through a little bit more of the trails and see what else we find while the overcast lighting is still overcast. All right, let me know what you think. Here's the image. Alright guys, I think that's me done for today. I just could not find another composition that really caught my attention. But I did find one image, or one composition, and that's a win, to find one. And you know, I've come to realize that it's quality over quantity, and it's I've been trying really hard to really take my time and slow down and look for these compositions that really work and that really, you know, stand out. And I hope that comes across, and if not, then I don't know. You know, so but thanks for coming along with me. I know it's not really action-packed, you know, down in the trenches. I hope you guys like the different perspective of today's video, and if you guys liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have not already, please subscribe. And on that note, I will catch you guys at the next photographic adventure. Bye-bye.